Yeah, as I say, yes. As Marty would say, the engine revs go high, the starting marshal walks away, and here we are live with the one and only Seb Alden. Seb, many thanks for agreeing to come on and have a wee chat with me this evening. And I appreciate the fact that it's an hour behind. You're an hour ahead of us. So although it's 8:30 here, it's 9:30 in Sweden.
Exactly. Thanks for
Yeah.
having me. And
No.
yeah, I got work tomorrow, but it's no worries. I
Good,
can stay
good.
up a little bit longer. No
All
worries.
right. Excellent.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
well, first question I suppose I need to ask is many thanks for doing that little trailer video for me. And I think I picked up on the fact that you were flying back from Gran Canaria.
Yeah, that's
Wi-
right. Yeah.
And was that like because I've been to Tenerife a few times. It's all inclusive, a few drinks, a few food and everything. You know what were you actually doing over there in Gran Canaria?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like that. It was me and 7 other guys that we rented a house, and then we were there for training, like cycling, and did some running, but mostly cycling. So that was good. Perfect weather and many hours training. I think we did
Wow.
like 37 hours in 1 week training, so it's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, am I right in thinking that a lot of the pro cycle teams they go to the Canary Islands to do training?
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
that's. I'm not a pro, but I wish I was. But
well, well,
no, we
well.
it was a good week.
We'll hopefully touch on the Ironman stuff shortly. I must admit, I do follow the Tour de France every year when it's on. Is it something you follow?
I try to.
Yeah.
It's a bit complicated. With I got a lot of work, and we have a little son. He's 3, and then I have my all my training and stuff like that. But I'm trying to look at the like they show on the after the meeting. They can show some highlights. So I try to watch that.
Okay. So a very quick and random question: your favorite, Chris Froome or Peter Sagan?
Mm, Chris Froome, I think.
Wow, I would go for Peter Sagan because I just think
All right, there you go.
he's
Oh, they're
absolutely
great, both of
fantastic.
them. So yeah,
Well,
they're
yes,
great.
yes, but one's a sprinter and one's obviously a long distance a GC contender. But yeah,
Exactly.
and did you know that the start of the Tour de France this year, you'll never guess where it goes to? Galashiels.
Mm,
Yeah,
really?
it does. It starts here in Scotland and it goes through
There you go.
Galashiels. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Past
That's
Mills.
pretty
It,
cool.
it is. It is. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
I shall be. I shall be. I shall be watching that. You know, I'll get my.
yeah.
I'll see if I can get my Berwick Bandits banner on the TV on
Yeah, you
Le
must. You
Tour.
must.
I must.
You must do that.
I must indeed. Yes.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, yeah.
Seb, can we just start at the very beginning? Now I've got you down as starting riding for Swindon in 2005. So can you give us a little bit of background as to what brought Sebastian Alden from Sweden to Swindon?
It was back at that time. Lee Adams was at Masarna. That was my home club at that time. Well, I started to ride for them and ride for them for many years. I only had it's like 10 minutes from here up to the track, so I live pretty close, and I had a good season 2004, and right after I think we took the silver medal that year. We should have had the gold, but the referee thought something else. But
Oh,
yeah, Lee talked to me after that, and he helped me to come to Swindon 2005. So it was Lee Adams' help.
wow. probably I would say probably the greatest rider to never win the World Championship. But yeah, it was
Yeah, exactly.
it was
That's
something
that's
else.
correct. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was really good.
And so you ended up Swindon, 2005. You managed pretty much a full season then, 36 meetings. The following year, 2006, 25 meetings, and the following year, 30 meetings for Swindon again. And I see by your averages, you're creeping up bit by bit. 4.5, 5.5. Did you feel like you were getting to grips with the track at Swindon?
Yeah, I was, but I've thought about the first years there, and uh, I didn't took Speedway 100% serious, so I'm not really happy with how it turned out with Swindon, because of I didn't do my off-season training, and I didn't take everything 100% serious. So I think I did. I didn't think I have. I didn't think I ride any good for them the first the 3 years there. So well, I don't know. I'm not very happy with the outcome anyway. But that's the way it
Sure,
is.
sure.
It's easy to say that now, but we have the good. It was more fun at 2012 when we took the gold instead, but
Yes.
we're probably going to talk about that later on. But
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. But tell me what about the logistics back then? I mean, were you able to base yourself in the UK, or were you regularly having to go back to Sweden?
I think I was there. It started much earlier in England, like in middle of March or something like that.
Yeah.
So, and over here it starts like in April, well, end of April, and so I started. I think I was there for maybe a month, and never really came back here because I stayed over there for the first 4 or 5 weeks, I think. But then it was like fly in and out all the time. But I had my base there in Swindon, so it was very good.
Yeah. Well, I'm a my family live in Cheltenham, and Swindon. The Swindon Stadium was about 25, 30 minutes from where I live. So I used to go there a lot in late 89, 90 and 91. But yeah, it's interesting place. Then I see that in 2011, you came to Berwick, 22 meetings, and this is when we start to see, the heat leader rider that we all remember you as. An average of 8.4, one full maximum, one paid maximum. How did that first season, 2011, go at Sheffield?
I think it was really, really good. I think I did better than I expected, and I remember that when I came over there, I didn't have any bikes really and engines and stuff like that. So I think I managed to fix one rolling chassis with I built it from like old stuff that I have in my workshop over here in Sweden. And then I find like an old Java or something like that, and I put that in. So I only had I think I had one bike. That's about it, So, but I think I managed to do pretty good anyway. The engine fitted very 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 good as well. So I think I took the track record there as well. I think it was, yeah. I think it was. I took the track record there as well. So, and then the heat after the engine blow up. So that's the way it is. But no, but it was really really good. I felt very very welcomed, and it was top notch from the very first start.
Was it John Anderson that was in charge of Berwick at that time?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
And I think well, it was Ian Ray that was team manager.
yeah,
Together with George, I think it was George Hepburn
yes,
as well. I
yes.
think, yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So
And well, okay, so I remember that meeting where you broke the track record, and Dennis McCleary, the announcer, apparently, well, I remember he said that he's phoned the pits to tell Seb Alden not to slow down at the end of his next race because
yeah.
the heat before you would have broken the track record, but you sort of coasted to the line.
Yeah, that's correct.
Did you realize you were going that fast?
Yeah, yeah, I did actually. You can feel it that today I'm feeling pretty fast, you know. So and I remember I maybe did a wheelie or something like that and shot off the gas a little bit. So no, that's and then the heat after I went full gas 4 laps.
Mm-hmm. I've once sat on a speedway bike. I've never ridden a speedway bike. I have noticed a lot of riders, their forearms are so muscular they look like Popeye. What is it like? What is it like doing 4 laps around Berwick?
Yeah, I remember the first meeting I got it's a special track for sure. One bend is really banked and the other one is pretty flat, you know, and a lot of grip, I remember. And then going in and out the corners is it's really tight. It's like it's nothing like compared to Swedish or Polish tracks or no or Denmark or whatever. It's so I think I had some arm pump there the first meeting, I think, because yeah, you know, it's new track and it's a bit tense as well. So we always sometimes you grab the handlebars too much, you know, and I think I did that first meeting, but I think it was all right the next couple meetings, you know, after that.
Well,
But for sure, it's like you say, it's sometimes you get the arm pump, that's for sure. Especially when the track is grippy and maybe the first heat as well is you're a bit nervous and stuff like that. So yeah.
And then moving on to 2012, according to this record, you only had about 5 meetings for Swindon. Am I right in thinking you got injured?
No. I was. It's a funny story, but I was. How do you say it? Me and Jason Doyle were supposed to share the meetings or something like that, or if he got injured or something like that, or if he had maybe a Premier League meeting or something. I think he rode for Somerset back then, before it was really, really good. But I think I can't remember what happened really, but I think he got injured in the yeah, because I did the semifinals at Birmingham against Birmingham, and then I of course did the finals against Poole. But I can't remember what meetings I did because I think I only did 1 semifinal at Birmingham and 2 at Poole. But I was at Birmingham before that as well. But that was maybe in the league meetings. But I can't remember the 5th one. No, I can't remember where. I can't remember. Maybe you can see it, but I know I came in the right time anyway because I got a goal. But with the feels anyway. It didn't feel. It's fun to win, but I only did like I said, 4 or 5 meetings. So maybe I wasn't part too much, but I think I did pretty good semifinal, and then one final was pretty good as well. But yeah, it was good. I remember the last final that Poole was postponed, was rained off like 3 times before we could race it or something like that.
Yeah, so, It's interesting that you, as you say, alternating with Jason Doyle, because previously Swindon did the same with Klaus Christensen. Excuse me, Klaus Christensen and Charlie Jeddy. It seemed like they were sort of taking it in turns to have meetings there. But I do know that reading the reports of the various meetings on the Swindon website, it talks about one of the meetings that you came back against Birmingham, and Alan Rossiter was particularly pleased because you were joint top scorer with 10 plus 2 at Birmingham.
Yeah, that's correct. I had a good meeting in Birmingham, that's for sure.
You must have been flying then, because I mean that's about the same time as Peter Kilderman was starting to get going in the Grand Prix series, or just before then, wasn't it?
Yeah, correct.
So who was all in the team in 2012? Yourself, Jason Doyle, Peter?
Yeah. It was
Nick Morris?
Yeah, it was. And
Simon Stead.
Simon, yeah, it was. Do you know who? Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, like I say, I'm a Berwick fan first and foremost, but I am also a Swindon fan, and a Polish rider called Victor Lampard.
Correct. But did I ride with him at reserve or with Victor?
Sure.
I think.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think. Who was it more than? Who was else in? Who was in the final?
So in the final, there was the 6 of you: Peter Kilderman, yourself, Jason Doyle was injured, Nick Morris, Victor Lampard, Simon Stead.
No, David Lampard, I think.
David Lampard? Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
But of course, for Berwick fans, 2012 marked a fantastic achievement down at Peterborough.
Yeah, I will never forget that one. It was that's top 3 in my career, that's for sure. So that was a good day. And I think the Berwick fans think that as well, because they were crazy. Always good.
The Berwick fans, I suppose everybody says this about their team, that their club and their team are the best, but yeah, I sometimes, I do.
Yeah, but we were underdogs.
Exactly, yes. And what's going into the last heat, I think you only needed second place. Was there any mention about just make sure you finish second and we've won the title?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
and you have none of that.
I always want to beat Magnus, so I did it in the heat before as well. I did the same overtake, I think. Similar anyway. So I did it again in the final one. That was good fun.
It's amazing to think, in fact, that I think officially the Berwick track is like 380 meters. The Peterborough track is 390 meters.
You think?
Yeah, officially it's longer, which seems bizarre, but you were
longer than Berwick.
According to the track.
Oh, maybe it is. I thought it was like 300, 310 maybe. Peterborough, but never mind. It's a really good racetrack, that's for sure. It's a shame it's not there anymore, is it?
No, it's like Swindon. No. It's not there. No,
that's a shame.
Yep. And so in the final, I do remember watching this on the Sky Sports. In the going back to Swindon, you raced against Poole to decide the league championship, and you only got a narrow. I think it was a 7-point win at Swindon.
Yeah,
and you go to Poole, and was how are you feeling going into the meeting at Poole?
I think it was. I think for us, I think Darcy Ward was riding for Pool, wasn't he,
Yes.
back then? And he scored like maximum at Swindon, and I think he got suspended for the second final, so he wasn't riding in Pool. So I think it would be a lot harder if he would raced in the second final as well. But now he was suspended. I can't remember if they went riders replacement or if they took in a guest or whatever. I don't know, but 7 points wasn't. I think we needed a little bit more to be, safe.
Well, in actual fact, at Pool, you only lost by 2 points, didn't you? 46-44, and clinched the title.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was good. Good night.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Moving on then, 2013, you were at Berwick for just
but I
6
did a
meetings.
big mistake there.
Right.
Yeah, I went to King's Lynn and I wasn't really happy to be there. So it wasn't wrong with the club or something like that, but I wasn't comfy at where I stayed, or I don't know, maybe missed Berwick too much. So I only did like half season there or something, and then I went home. I was home for maybe a month or two. I can't remember, but then I came back to Berwick to end the season.
Yeah,
I think it was, but maybe you have the statistic.
Well, I've got. By the way, I've got you down as 2012 with Berwick, 36 meetings, 169 rides, 333 points, 10 bonus, average of 8.12, 4 full maximums and 2 paid maximums.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's pretty good going, isn't it?
Yeah. But I watched the statistic from King's Lynn as well, and it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
That either. I think I was at the home meetings. I did. I think I had like 7-point average, maybe 6, 7, or something like that. So it wasn't too bad, but I didn't feel. I didn't feel good there, so I decided to end the contract. But I can't remember how many meetings I did for King's Lynn, but I think I was there for maybe 3 months or something.
Well, 15 meetings, yes, and an average of 619.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we've got a gap, obviously, nothing 2014, 2015, and back to Berwick in 2016.
Yeah.
What was the?
I ended my career that after 2013, and then I was out for well, it was like 1.5 years, because I started to ride a little bit here in Sweden at 2015 and decided to do a comeback at 2016. So it wasn't meant to ride for Berwick, but they contacted me, and I saw the bikes and everything, and I know I like it in Berwick as well, so it was a pretty easy decision to come back there.
Sure. Yes, 2016 Berwick, 9 meetings, average again way up 7.338. And then you got badly injured at Sheffield.
Exactly, yeah. That's the one that ended my speedway career. So
shall we get on to that? Because I get the sense that for Seb Alden there's a bit of unfinished business with speedway.
Well, yeah, maybe it's I'm gonna do a comeback this year, so again at 40 years of age, but it's, I don't know, it's not a, how do you say, big comeback or something like that. It's more for fun. I'm gonna do the second league here in Sweden for Valsarna in Allsvenskan. So we see how it goes. It's like 9 years ago I was sitting on a bike, so I don't know. maybe I forgot to do it, how to do it, but hopefully it's gonna be all right. But you never know.
Well,
It's easy to ride if you're alone, practice alone. That's no problem, I think. But then you have three more at the start line. It's a bit different, you know. But yeah.
and am I right in thinking that you also you've done some team managing since
Yeah.
up until recently?
Well, it's 2022 and 2023. It was.
Right.
So, well, it's 3 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago. So yeah, exactly. I was team manager for Masala, my home club, or what do you say? So yeah, I was there for 2 years. First year I did with Andreas Sundin. He's not a old rider. He's been team manager for many years. But then the 2023 I did it together with Anton Rossen that rode for Newcastle for a couple of years together with Ludwig Linger. So we did one full season there, like team manager. So it was pretty fun.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned Ludwig because, of course, his older brother is Freddie.
Correct.
And who's the oldest out of Freddie Lindgren and Seb Alden?
I think that's me.
No,
Well,
Freddie.
we born the same year, but
Yeah.
well, no, he's older than me because I'm
Yes, 2 months.
my birthday. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah.
Same with Antonio Lindberg. He's 1985 as well. Same year as me.
And of course, although he's American, did Greg Hancock not base himself in Sweden?
Yes, I think he had a house here, but and his family lived there when he was riding. But I'm
Yeah.
not 100% sure if he still have the house or if he's full time living in America or maybe Poland.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe you know.
Well, I can't know. Unfortunately, I don't know about his habitat, but I do know that he is the oldest person ever to win a world title at the age of 44 years and 130 days.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it just shows that age is really just a number. And I can't help thinking that for Seb Alden, he's been doing so much cycling. How on earth did you get into the strange sport of it's basically triathlon, but it's the Ironman series, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
What's involved in all of that?
With the triathlon.
Well, yeah, the Ironman stuff.
Yeah. I don't know really. It's I was running quite a lot I started 2015. Yeah, the same year I was supposed to ride Speedway again because I gained some weight and I didn't practice or whatever. I just worked or something like that. I didn't do any workouts, but then I supposed to start to ride again, and then if you run a lot, it's easy to lose some weight. And I continued to do that. I ran half marathons and marathons basically 2017, 18, 19, and it was 2019 I started to I wanted to do some triathlons then. So it's a bit more of a challenge when you have three sports instead of one. Just popped up. I think it was me and my wife was in. I think it was we were in Portugal for hiking, and I think my thoughts came up when we were down there at like April 2019. So yeah, so I contacted a coach and started to swimming and biking and running. So But unfortunately, then the pandemics came. The COVID
Yes.
came 2020, wasn't it? I
Yes.
think. So I couldn't do any competitions or whatever. So, but I finally did one 2022. I think it was. Yeah, something like that. And now I've done maybe 5 or something, 5, 6 Ironmans.
Blimey.
So yeah.
So would it be fair to say then that although you're the same age as Freddie Lindgren, you've not had the sort of the racing career, I suppose, as doing it every year, loads and loads of meetings every year, which would burn out some people. You're keen to come back and still to do it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like I said to Valsan as well. I think it's only like 10 meetings in the what do you say, before the playoffs. And I said I can't do every meetings, but I'm gonna try to do as many as possible. If it's going good, I'm not sure. Maybe it's going shit, or what do you say? Yeah, it's not gonna go any well. So, but hopefully it's gonna go good. But I can maybe do 7 or 8 meetings or something like that, and it's just for at the moment is just for fun. But I know how I work. So sometimes I was same with 2016. I supposed only to do Sweden, but then Berwick contacted me, and I said yeah, of course. And then I quit my work and did the Speedway full time, and yeah. So you never know what's gonna happen. But at the moment it's gonna be on a maybe lower level.
Yep, sure.
Yeah.
And talking about the Bandits, have you? I think I'm right in saying that you have been keeping an eye on how they've been doing.
Yeah, of course I follow. Yeah, I follow everything. I watch the Grand Prix and I watch the Swedish League, British League. I follow Berwick. Yeah, so it's I have done that since since the crash.
Yeah.
It's still a big part of my life, the Speedway.
Yeah. I must ask you this: over the last 2 years at Berwick, Mr. Kemp has been going particularly well. Is what's it like from an outsider looking at the Berwick team of the last couple of years? They seem to be on the up again. Berwick. They seem to be, each year you see improvements in them. I remember asking you, for example, about Peter Kilderman. So what's your thoughts on Berwick's chances?
I'm not sure what team they have this. I know Peter is gonna ride there and Nick Morris.
Yes.
It's they have a really good team. So, but I know it's some other teams are pretty good, solid as well. But I think they have a big chance. They need to find some maybe a home track advantage, maybe.
Yes.
Do it maybe a little bit grippy. So I remember when I was started at 2011, it's every away rider hated to go to Berwick. I'm not sure what's the story now, but we had a good. We almost win the meetings before the meeting started. I can feel, but maybe do something like that and try to win every home meetings or 90% of them, and then take some away meetings as well, and then made it to the playoff, and then everything can happen in the playoffs. So, but I think the chances are good for sure.
Yeah. And our third heat leader is a Swedish rider, Victor Palavara.
Exactly. There you go. He's a good
You're,
rider,
you're,
very
you're,
professional
yeah,
and serious. Yeah.
yeah. And then
So
also in the team is the Norwegian rider, Lasse Fredriksson. Did you know anything about him?
not really. I think he did. I think he rode for in Sweden last year in Allsvenskan league, in same league that I gonna ride this year. But no, I haven't got so much. What do you say? I'm not sure how good he is, but
Sure.
should be good. Hopefully.
Yep. Well, again, I should really. I've found this out. I have no idea if you were to come back to the UK. Is there any idea what average you would come in on because you've been away for so long? Is there like any kind of rule as to what you?
Well, in Sweden, it's if you're out for more than 2 years, you have the 0.5 average, the lowest. So I think it's now I've been out for more than 2 years, so hopefully I'm gonna have the lowest.
Yeah.
What is? Yeah, but is it 4.0? What is the lowest in England that
Yes.
can coming in?
Yeah, it's people that haven't ridden in a competitive league. I don't think that matters about the age, and they come in on a 4-point average. But I'm going to say
Yeah,
that
I'm a foreign rider, so
yeah. Well, when Victor Pallavaro came to Armadale last year, they brought him in on a 5-point average.
yeah, I should have the same now.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Sure. Final question before I let you go, and
No
I think I did send you this one to have a think about it, and that's what when you come to tapes, and you get the 2-minute siren coming on, and you're coming up to tapes. What sort of thought processes are going through your mind as to where you're going to line your bike up, what sort of gardening you do, and all that? I remember having a conversation with, as I say, David Walsh back in 1989, and it was amazing the amount of detail that he was able to sort of talk about. Are you thinking about your opponents, where you want to be, all that kind of stuff? Could you just give us a brief idea of what it's like for Seb Alden lining up at Peterborough in the final of the 4-team tournament?
Yeah. No, hopefully I knew I needed a second place, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know Magnus was in the heat, and but I remember it was a hot day, and it was in middle of the day as well, in the afternoon, and normally you do the meetings in the night, and it's more moist in the air and stuff like that. So and I didn't like when it was like concrete. I think it was pretty hard from the gate. I want more, what do you say, moist, or more like what do you say, like
Moist.
chewing gum?
Yeah.
Chewing gum.
Yeah.
Yeah, more grip. So I'm better starter on that one. But well, I guess you have like a plan B, plan A, plan B, plan C. But I can't remember what gate I've had. But never mind. It's what do you think about? If you don't make the gate, maybe go on outside, maybe inside. But you just try to find some grip, and I don't know. It's different if you go in heat one, or if you do your first heat. I think I think different instead of if I'm doing my third or fourth heat. But you're more. I think I'm pretty tense in the first heat. When I've done the first heat, I'm more relaxed. And I do more. You do more mistakes as well in the first heat. Well, I do, anyway. But I can't remember really what I thought. But
Okay. Are you somebody that comes to tape and does a lot of gardening? A lot of,
yeah,
because you see them come to tape and they're either kicking the dirt away or they're adding dirt to a rut.
Exactly.
Are you somebody that does a lot of that?
I remember in Berwick it was pretty grippy starts. So especially from gate 4. And let's say from gate 1, if I have gate 1, I normally went quite a lot to the left, to the to the center green, and then when you have gate 2, I try to go closer to gate 3 and find a fresh start from fresh, not from a rut. But if you don't have a rut, I try to take like wet material, pretty moist material, and then pack it in the rut. And gate 3 was really hard. Often was really hard because everyone is riding over gate 3, if you know what I mean. So it's pretty hard. So that it was best to have that one in like my first heat. Then you had that one away, then from gate 4, I always try to stand at the fence, as close as possible to the fence, because there you have the wettest material and easiest to make a grippy start line. So yeah. And what do you think? I don't know. Just try to gate and go, because that's much easier in Berwick, because it's hard to pass riders, I think. So yeah.
Excellent. I'm really glad I asked you that question, and a great answer. Particularly thanks for going through the sort of your thought process on each of the starting gates.
Yeah, exactly. But then, of course, you think if you have, I don't know, Joe screen on the outside, or how most of the riders is riding, so you always have like a little plan. That's for sure. If you not make the gate, or if you have a rider that chasing you, like if let's for example, Joe Screen, he like to ride on the outside, so just try to take the same line as him now, for example. Yeah. So yeah, but
okay. So stupidly, I forgot my very first question. Now I've got a name. I've not written it down, but I've got a name in mind as to who you would consider to be the greatest speedway rider of all time. But I'm just wondering if we're on the same wavelength here. Who are you going to say is your number one of all time?
Yeah, it must be Tony Ricardson, but
yeah, that's the name I've got written down here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I was riding with him for many years in Masarna there, so I learned a lot from him, and he's a great guy and great rider. But I remember back then I was Thomas Golob. That was my favorite rider. So and the greatest, I think Barto's gonna win a couple more, so he's gonna be the biggest one. But I think it was a bit harder back at Tony Ricardson era with same when Lee was riding Golob, and Ryan Sullivan, Mark Lorem, is so many good riders. I think it's how do you say, maybe a bit easier now than before. So I think still Tony Ricardson is the best.
Well, the promoter before John Anderson was Peter Waite, and he always used to say to me, you know, that something about if he wins the Euro Millions, he's going to bring Tony Ricardson to Berwick to ride for us. he was definitely the number one as far as Peter Waite was concerned, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I find it strange that as you say that Bartosz Marslik, I've seen him ride. It's absolutely fantastic the way he rides, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, he's.
I agree. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to see him.
And
It's good to see him on the TV, you know. But if you see him in like live action, it's unbelievable. Yeah. So the same is he got so good engines, and you can really hear that he has so much better equipment and another speed and everything. You know, it's 100% top notch. Same as Tony had. Tony, he was like he tried the new things all the time. So I think he was pushing the, what do you say? He's like he's trying new stuff all the time that that riders is using today as well. So you know what I mean? It's he was like but of course he had the money and the sponsors and everything, so he could do that as well. But yeah, he was showing the way, I think, for the speedway.
Yeah, I mean, for me, obviously it's a simple thing to say, but these riders that you've mentioned are the ones that didn't just win 2 or 3 Grand Prix. They would consistently win it, wouldn't they? You know, they were, you know, Bartosz Marslik. He just. There's times when you don't think anybody's capable of beating him, don't you?
No, exactly. But hopefully Brady Kurtz can give him a ride for the money this year. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And then it's a shame as well that Emil Saifutinov and Laguta is not riding. That's a bit of a shame. That would it would be more interesting, I think.
Sure. I mean, going back to obviously, I asked you about Peter Kilderman. I've asked a couple of riders about this. His style. Everybody says his style is just it's a very interesting style. I noticed he seems to get quite low as he's coming into the corners, more so than other riders. Is that a technical thing that would help him go quicker, or is it just a thing that he's done?
Did you speak about Bartosz? Or Saifutinov?
Sorry, I'm on about Kilderman, Peter.
Oh, Kilderman.
Yeah, when he rides for Berwick, I notice he gets quite low coming into the to the corners. Is there a technical?
I always think he had a really nice style, you know. So I think he had that for as long as I have, you know, seen him. So I think he had the same riding style. So it's really nice to watch him ride, you know, because I really like his style. So I think it's because of that. But it looks cool.
Yeah. So okay. Final question, because would you believe it? It's nearly 50 minutes already. Who was your sort of toughest opponent? Who was the one that you thought, I've got to race against him?
Oh.
So I noticed you mentioned Joe Screen a couple of times. Presumably that was when he was riding for Glasgow.
Exactly. Yeah, he was tough, you know. It's I have to say Joe Screen. Maybe it's a bunch more riders, but yeah, that's a good name to say. Joe Screen. Nice rider and good guy, but I had some respect for him, for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. Again, completely sort of random. At Berwick, we've had another very, very good Swedish rider besides yourself, Jimmy Nielsen. Do you ever come across Jimmy?
No, I wasn't. No, I think he was still riding when I came up on 500cc on the big bike, but
Yeah.
no, I never like rode together or against him. I think I never spoke to him either. So, but really good rider as well. But I'm not sure where he lives now. I think he lives in America or something like that.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, it's just that it's obviously yourself riding for Berwick and Swindon, and of course Jimmy also rode for Swindon, and he was one that was often described by the commentators as having a style whereby he looked like he was just in an armchair taking a gentle, you know, he was just sitting back and taking it easy, but going incredibly
exactly.
fast. Yeah.
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 It's a bit the same style as Rune Holta, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think so. But yeah, I remember. But I see him, Jimmy, in like all the Grand Prix movie films and stuff like that, and I remember he's a really good gator. I think he won many heats because he was a really good starter.
Well, yes, and of course another thing in common. You broke what was a very very long track record. It was a track record that was held by Sean Wilson for quite a while before you lowered it, didn't you? You know, and then also Jimmy Nielsen for Berwick broke the track record at the Barrington Loft track, and again it had stood for about 4 or 5 years. You know, when he broke the record.
Wasn't it Chris Harris that had the track record?
Yes.
You were wrong. You were wrong there. I think he had it for like 10 years, Chris Harris, and then
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like that. I'm not sure, but maybe.
I started going back to I had quite a long hiatus from Speedway in the sort of mid 90s, and I think I went back in about 98. And then it was just a case of I could get to occasional meetings. So yeah, my don't worry, my factual knowledge on that kind of stuff is not the greatest. You know.
I think it was Chris Harris that had the
Yes.
track record. I think it was, but no, it was great fun. Good memories. That's for sure. But yeah.
Well, Seb, many thanks for taking time out to get in touch, and many thanks for that little promotional video that you did for me, and to take time out on your as you're trying to get queued up to fly back to Sweden. Is it really cold where you are?
I think it's like it's gonna be like -20 tomorrow, so it's pretty cold now. Yeah, I know. No, it's proper winter now, to be honest.
Yes.
We haven't had that for a couple of years now, so now it's pretty good. Yeah, it's and same with the promotion we did there. I think we had like 3 hours to the flight was gonna go, so I had a lot of time to fix it. So no worries, anytime.
Well, yes, as I say, it's great having you back on, because I remember when we had yourself and Ricky and Lee, and I'm sure you had Greg and Marty and James, and it's great to have everybody on screen. But as I say, it's also nice to be able to spend a bit more time and talk a little bit more in depth, because what you were as I say, explaining about the just behind me there, the starting gate there, you know, that was that was.
Well, I'm not sure if I said any good, but you know, it's I don't know. You only think about to be first in the well, first of all, find a good rut and start line, you know, and then drop the clutch as quick as possible. But and I think I was pretty good at that, especially in Berwick. I won many heats because of the good starts, you know. That's for sure.
Yes, I think I remember the Now, was it that meeting that you were at the track record when it was announced that you had been signed by Berwick? And
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah, I think they
they'd actually,
bought me from
yes, Swindon.
Swindon. Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. And I
So
remember thinking, my goodness, you can see why they bought this guy from Swindon, because he's fast. You know,
yeah,
he's FAF, as some people would say.
yeah, exactly. No, I was a good. To be honest, the most I miss with Spearway is Berwick. To be honest, it's very. It's like a second family there, especially with Pam and David Thompson. I stayed at their bed and breakfast there. I had my own room and everything, and she cooked and it took me to the airport, and it's unbelievable. You know, uh, I have a lot to thank them. You know, it's very good. I miss them. I need to come back soon.
Well, indeed, of course, it's. I mean,
I
I
miss,
think
I missed everything. It's
yeah.
it was a good time, but you never know what happened. Maybe
Exactly.
I'm back. No, we'll see. You never
Oh,
know.
actually, there was one question that I've got written down here that I forgot to ask. As a team manager, are you somebody that likes to, give them the hair dryer treatment? You've got to, shout at them, or are you? I get the impression you're quite sort of cool, chilled, and sort of laid back. So how did you handle being a team manager?
I was. I think I don't think I was a really good team manager, to be honest. That's why
Oh,
I only did I only did 2 years now. But it's no. I think I was more of the relaxed guy. But I know I was angry sometimes. But yeah, there you go. It's
yeah.
I have a I have a bad temper. I think everyone at Berwick knows that as well. But
All right, go on. Tell us a bit
yeah,
more.
exactly.
What
No,
sort
but
of stuff went flying around the pits then?
well, I think I kicked the toolbox 100 times, and same with the you have the what do you say, the steel? Not the steel. It's like you know how the pits is looking at the
Yes.
Berwick. I always punch that one. So I think
Oh,
they need to screw it back after every home meeting, and I think and one time they put up the boxes have the
yes.
thing that they punches on. I think they put one of them at my number one place there as well, so I could kick that instead. So that's a pretty funny story as well. So it was a good laugh when I saw it. When I came up from the van, the parking, and I saw that one, it was it's so funny. So yeah, but that's how it was in Berwick. It was it was really good time, very fun.
Um, yeah, yeah, I, I know from experience. I've seen the sort of pranks that some of the riders get up to at Berwick.
Yeah.
They are, yeah, they're a good bunch of lads, and putting a
Yeah,
punch
the
back up
same. I
in your
remember. Yeah,
pits.
exactly. Yeah, it was so fun. I think, yeah, Lee Complin was there as well. He's a really funny guy. So
Yeah.
I miss him as well. So yeah, it was a good couple of years there. Same we had Alex Edberg. I stayed together with him. Linus
Yeah.
Eklöf, Ludwig Lindgren. Who was it more? Yeah, we were a couple Swedish guys there, and we stayed at the Cara house that Pam and David know.
Yes.
So yeah, it was a good fun.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Lee, of course. Was he not officially the captain?
Lee Complin.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And what was he
He
like
was a
as a
good captain
captain?
as well. Yeah, he
Was
was
he?
really.
What
Yeah,
was
say again.
what was good about him? Was it him that put the punch bag up in the pits?
I think it was George Hepburn, but maybe it was
Ah,
Lee's idea. I can't remember really, but maybe it was Ian Ray, I don't know. But yeah, he was if if I want to choose a captain, I want him to be like Lee Conklin, so funny guy, very serious, but at the same time, good laugh, It's
Yeah.
yeah. I hope he's doing well today. I haven't spoke to him in many years, but hopefully he's all right.
Well, I did get a positive reply from him about coming on and doing the chat in the not too distant future. So I'm hoping that he'll check his messages and get back to me, and we can get him on.
Yeah,
and,
he was on that when last time.
Yes.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's correct. That's the last time I spoke to him, and it was ages before that. So yeah, it was good to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
good friend.
look at that. It's an hour, and it feels like we've only just scratched the surface.
Yeah, we need to do it again.
Absolutely, yes. Well,
Part two.
I obviously we'll be keeping a close eye on. Now, did you say it's Malsana that you're riding for, or Valsana?
Exactly. Valsarna. Yeah.
Which is your hometown?
No, that's Masana.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Valsarna is they live they have they are at a small place called Hagfors.
Right.
It's Anders Mellgren hometown. Anders Mellgren.
Right.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
one of the Swedes as well. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
So it was him because he works for the club now. So it was him that contacted me and asked if I want to ride for them. So yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. So I was gonna ask that. You've actually answered the question that I was going to ask. But whose idea was it to decide to have another go at the speedo, or had you already decided you wanted to do it, and then he gets in touch and says,
it's Anders Mellgren's fault.
Ah.
To be honest, fault. No, but he asked me 2 years ago as well. He started to ask me then, and then I said no all the time. But it's it's Anders Mellgren that asked me. So and I think now it's Robin Aspegren's gonna ride for Valsarna as well. So maybe it's me and him on the reserve spot. I think if we're gonna ride at the same time, it's me and Robin at 6 and 7.
Wow.
So and he was one of the Swedes as well. They had many Swedes in Berwick. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
not at the same time, but it's it was good. Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to let you go because that is now. If it's 9:30 here, it must be 10:30 where you are. And
correct.
Yep. Yeah. So
I need to go to bed now. I'm going
exactly
to work tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the way
Fantastic, Seb. Many thanks, and we'll keep in touch and see how the comeback trail is developing.
Yeah, of course, Paul. No problem.
Thanks again. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. I'll let you know in the not too distant future who we've got. Well, hopefully, we'll have a live chat with somebody next week, or maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, Seb, many thanks for joining us, and I hope you have a really good, a successful comeback. And who knows? Maybe you'll be back at Berwick at some point.
You never know. Take care.